Alright, good morning. Good morning all. We are back to our series of tutorials regarding dynamic web application with Spring Boot and Angular, but we are dealing with Mysql database server for now, and this is going to be part 4. We stopped at part 3. All videos are in our YouTube channel, and in a given playlist called Dynamic Web Application Development with Spring Boot and Angular Mysql. So immediately after this one, we're going to upload it so you continue with it where we stopped. Today we want to discuss the database design and modeling with Mysql Workbench. We want to talk about the entities and mapping and relationship. We want to talk about the forward engineering and reverse engineering. Regarding the task at hand, page 6. Regarding this, page 16. Regarding this, that we want to come up for Kaduna State, we want to create for Kaduna, not only Kaduna State, any state can. IHR KDSD, that is integrated integrated human resource, right? Kaduna State for 23 local government version 1 step 1. So in there, in page 6, we have showcased some of the components we want to create here. Part of the components, these are the components, right? And we want to pick staff recruitment first of all, because it is the main thing there. Staff recruitment and data capture. So in the subsequent page, we discuss this staff registration or staff data capture. So let's start with this model. There are other models that should come before this or after it, but let's just start with this as a method of learning how to create models. So our workbench is already there. Okay, let me close this. Right, so we want to start this with creating the model, but then if you start your Mysql workbench, you have this home and you have 3 tabs. The first tab is for the database. If you click, it takes you to database. The next one, this is the database section. You connect and start your database operations. The next one is model. You see model. If you want to create a new model, you click on new, you click on this plus button. It will add a new model for you. This is a new model. After creating, you see my DB. This is where you're going to write the database name you wanted to come up with. Double click it, then you put in the database name. For now, we can write IHR KDSD. Let's say 2024. I want to 2024 batch. Or batch B 2024, right? It's also 2024 batch B. So I know I'm having IHR, but this differentiates it from. So if I needed a space here, I can click on this for me to have space. Then you close this. You're done with it. Then I want us to start creating this model. This staff and data capture. Staff registration, data capture. So come to, then you double click this diagram. Double click it. When you double click, it opens to here. Then if you check here, these are our tools for creating models. This is the table. Click it and click out here. You see table. Double click it to modify it to what you wanted. This So this, you give it name. Let's say staff. Let me just say staff data capture, for example. Alright, then you click out for the name to be registered, and then you start creating your labels. You see, this is not the way we've been writing. The former way we were writing commands to create tables, right? And this time around we're going to be using modules too. This is easier if you understand how you're going to be doing it. Then you double click this, then you now see it says ID, staff data capture. Yes, it's okay. That is the ID. The first, if you don't like it this way, you can rename it to just say ID, for example, ID, or start ID rather. Okay, I think this is just going to be auto incremental, right? Zero field, that means there will be padding of 0 fields. Instead of just say 1, it will be 0, 0, 1, for example. But you need to specify number of zeros it will create for you. So maybe here, primary key, not null, 0 field auto increment, yes. Then here, int, you can create how many zeros do you need? 001 or 0001. Okay, I needed 2 digits before the actual number, so 001. So this is registered. Then you double click this and supply the next thing. We want to write this. We want to make use of this data. The first is this enrollment ID, right? Or staff ID. I've used staff ID, so let's go by it. So we need first name, surname, middle name, date of birth, right? So here you write first name. First name is Vaka. It's going to be Vaka 45. The names of can name go beyond 45? Let's just make it 65. Okay, this is auto increment, but this first name is just not null. Then second name or middle name rather, middle name 65 as well. I don't think if somebody will have up to 65 characters in his name. Then what? Middle name, last name, right? Last name. Then next is what? DOB, date of birth. This is date. Click and change this. It is going to be just date. Date of birth. It is just date. Date. That's not null. That means it is compulsory when you say not null. It has to be full. Then gender, state, LGA, phone number, right? Gender, normally is okay. Maybe male or female. It's okay. No problem. Then you may anyway, no problem. Gender what? Gender, state, LGA. Local government area. Next, phone number, email, phone number, email, address. This is physical address, the marital status and name. Address, marital status, marital status. Next is what? Email. Okay, name. Thank you. Name number. Good. Let's try it. Now we are done with this. Can you see our model? This is not yet a table, it is a model. So what you do firstly is to save your model. We can save it. Where are we going to save this model? Okay, let's save it here. This is where I normally save models. Let's save it here in the essentials code. Let's see IHR KDSG 2024 batch B what model, then save it. So it's now saved. Let's check first. Okay, this is where we stopped in our this is the beginning of this what part 4. So part 4 start from here, right? You know, this is a comment because maybe I'll send this to you so you can be, you trace how we'll be writing our queries. If you have a problem, you can check, watch the video, check this and other materials. So what I want to do here is to show all databases we are having first of all, you know, because this our database has not been created yet. It's just a model. So if you check in here, do you see any IHR? It's not. So by the time we push this forward engineering is done when you create your models. When you create models from where? When you create DB, when you create database from what? From models. So when you come back to the ER diagram, this is your ER diagram, right? Then come to what we call databases. Then what? Forward engineering. Send it there. Continue to click on next till the end. Wait for it to create, to use the script and create your database. Then if you check it now, you're going to see IHR. Yes, can you see IHR now? So let me use it. Let me make it active and show if there is any table. We having one table, go? one single table inside. So first of all, make it active, then this. Now this is the table, and the table says staff data capture, right? Then you can now see, let's see the structure of the table first. Disk, it describes for us so this is the structure of the table. Right, this is what we have as a structure. So let's see the content, if any. The content, for the content, there will be nothing. Can you see? Nothing. You see, this is the easiest way of creating database. But the formal way, you need to be taught how to create with the use of SQL command. But this, it will take time actually. But this one is easier. You within just 10-20 minutes, you can do a lot of things here. There are some things we need to understand that, like this email. Email needs to be unique identifier. Phone number as well. Two people should not have same email. Let's just insert something into this. So we discuss insert into what? Table name, values. The first thing here, staff ID. Staff ID is what? It is null, right? Since it is auto incremental, somebody should give us his information. Any volunteer? Like what? Matrix number should be unique. But this staff ID is a kind of a mechanism we use in the database inside table to serially, arrange the records. Okay, so it will be incrementing automatically, but matrix number you generate it's not automatic. So first name, who gives us his name? John who? John Benjamin. Is it how you spell it? I-N, Benjamin. No, alright. Sorry. Then next, middle name, that's okay. Sorry, no, we made a mistake. This is just first name. So see the problem of entering things from directly on the server. If it is from the front end, from UI, you validate. Okay, even though this will also give you problems, so you need to validate. And then it's not always advisable you make entries from the back end like this. Middle name? Benjamin. Middle name Benjamin. Then last name? Mikey. Like this? Then for DOB, don't say, let me just write something here. No, people don't want to reveal their, in Nigeria 2024, say January and 1st. That means you are not a year old, not yet gender we use VACA, so we can write male or female. State Kaduna State. Local government. Kaduna South local government. Phone number. Phone number let me use a phone number I stopped using now. 08050 39 0221. It was my Glow number. They said I'm not been calling with it, and they seized it. I used to receive SMS with it, so I left it with them. So what do you do? Phone number, email. Let me say John. Just John 123 at Gmail. This is not a realistic one. It's not a valid one. Marital status, we shall come to verify emails. Sorry, address, that means physical address. Let me just repeat Kaduna. Or let's write the address of this office. Number 1A. Number 1A, Debino House. Yakubu Gowon. Wait. Debino. Next. Name. Okay, marital status. John, are you married?
Yes, with 2 kids. I'm married.
Single. Then name. For name, let me just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is alright. These are things we shall discuss. All these needs what we call verifications. We need to verify name from the NAMC site and all that. And anyway, we have to do all this. It said data too long for address. You see one problem? Yes, let me repeat it. That's why sometimes I used to give things that are even more than they need for. It says data too long for what? Address. You can tell us what's the meaning of this problem. The column address, data too long. Look at the data we have entered here. Who counts this number of character? Is this not address? That's address. So let's check. That means we have specified kind of character which is shorter than what we have supplied, right? So this is the biggest, kind of advantage, or one of the advantages of using models. You don't have to start saying, okay, let me go back to my SQL queries. And no. Just go back to your model. Double click on the model. It is now a table, right? Double click. I want us to make the correction here. Come to where address is written. Can you see it says 45? That means we have supplied more than 45, right? Double click. Let me make it even 205, because address sometimes could be so much lengthy. Then save it. Close it. Can you see one asterisk here?
Yes.
Well, I should zoom it for you. Let me zoom it. Can you see the asterisk here?
Yes.
This asterisk tells you that you made changes and you haven't saved. So save it. Click and save. It has saved now. Now you need to now drop that format table. The table you have created. You need to drop. No, you click on the page and then you can press Ctrl S, or you come to here, click on File, and now click on Save. You save your script. Okay. So come to this is what I think this is too big, right? In fact, my system used to misbehave when I'm on this. So here, this table has been created. As you have just saved, you haven't done anything with the table. It's all from the model side. So what you do, drop this table first. Dropping table means what? Removing it out of the database, right? Yes. Drop it. It tells you it has been dropped. So if you check now, if you try to select the table, it will say it doesn't exist. That's cool. That means it is no more. Then you fold engineer again. Then it will fold engineer with the recent update stuff. Are we there? Then click on your diagram first. Then you click on what? Fold engineer. And then click to, alright, close. That's good. Then come back to your no as well. Then you now check. Okay, if you can describe, go for you to see what is there, because it tells you the structure of the something here. Now, yes. Now check address. Can you see 245? That means it has been affected. The correction is there. So let me now try running this query to insert. Let me clear the console so we see what is it. This is very important. It tells you what's happening actually. Then you click on what? It says one row affected. So check please. Good. One row affected. John is there. One row affected. So this is what? Forward engineer. But please, let's do one thing, then we'll move to backward engineering, and then I'll ask you to, I'll send you the assignment. You're going to do for virtually all the modules, but we'll have to agree on what is to be done. Maybe I'll just screenshot part of where you are going to work on and send it. So what do we do here? Now, let's check. We need to validate what? Email. We need to validate phone number. All these, they should be unique. Not two people should have sent. But as it is now, if I should copy this and send it again, you're going to see that it will accept. This is duplication. One person entered about 3 times. No, this is not a correct database design. It's not a correct database design. That has to be, validation from the DB, from the backend, from the front end. You understand? You should check from the backend, push it, and then validate and make sure that these things doesn't happen. Okay, how do you do that? Let's go back to the model again. Double click on the model. Come to, let's use 2 unique identifiers. No 2 people should have same email, and no 2 people should have same what? Phone number. So this phone number, please look at something here. This is the phone number row. You can now say what? What is this? UKey means what?
Unique.
Thank you, unique. And email also unique. Save it. Close this. Come back to the query site. Drop this table for you to affect the correction. Drop table. Alright. You see, queries that are critical, the moment you have used them and you are done with them, you will remove them. Otherwise, when you make mistake of executing the entire lines in the script, it will drop something for you, or it will do something. I don't know whether you get it. That's why alter, drop, and all this. The moment I'm done with it, I'll just remove them. I don't need them anymore. So it has been what? It has been removed. Then we'll do now forward engineer to create another fresh database with a table as it is. This is what you do when you are at the development stage of your application. So this is done. Now let's check. When I push this for the first time, it enters. We check here. It enters. When I try to push again, when I try to send this again, Let's see what it tells us. Let's see, has it entered? No, only one, but I didn't see any, no error message. Go. Let's select only one. Look at something. Let me magnify. I think I need to have this third-party magnifier. Can you see what it says? Duplicate entry. It captures phone number first because it is the first step. So it won't allow duplicate entry for the what? For foreign key. For what? For key staff data capture. It is a unique something. Yes. So that is it. Let me stop the video here so it doesn't get lengthy. And then we'll just do backward engineering.